Today, guys, I'm going to be going over the very best races to get here inside of the Forge on Roblox, as well as how to also get some free rerolls and all of that good stuff. That way, you guys can get different races very quickly and all of that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. So before I get into the video, if you guys want to be entered in my reroll giveaway or my Game Pass giveaway, all you guys have to do is leave a like on this video, comment your username down below, and make sure you hype the video as you can see on screen. That is the only way to get entered into the giveaway. So make sure you do that, and it will be ending in 7 days. So make sure you go ahead and enter in this before those 7 days are up. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the very first part of the tier list, which is going to be kind of the bottom tier. Not terrible, but not really good. The first one is going to be human, which we all know is a really easy one to get, but it's just not that good. It's you know, it's better than nothing, but it's just not that good. It gives you the blessed, or it's called blessed. That's a trait, and it gives you plus 3% luck and 3% extra XP. So it's just mid. It's genuinely just mid. So if we take a look over at the different where is it? The shop, and then we go to the reroll race menu thing, you'll see the human. It's just the base. It's just the base common one. And there's not really a discrepancy. It's just genuinely not that good. So it's not that good. But we're gonna get into now the next tier race, which is going to be the D tier. These are slightly better, but not super good. So we're gonna have the elf and zombie, and these are both a 14% and 15% chance to go ahead and get. So the elf is the superior genes. It has 15% stamina and a 5% luck boost, or a 5% height and a 7% luck boost. Then the zombie has minus 25% health, 2% health regeneration every 5 seconds, and a 15% chance to convert incoming damage to health. 15% chance for that. So that's better. They're getting slightly better. But again, we're not here quite to the top yet. Now, personally, my recommendation, or the one I've been using for a while, I haven't used anywhere near all my rerolls. I've been using the dwarf, which isn't too bad, which is going to be in the next tier, which is going to be the C tier, which I'll kind of go over why it's still there. So C tier is just okay. It's kind of mid. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just, you know, its own little thing. That's what I've been using. I need to reroll and actually get a good race, which I will be probably doing after this video. So we have the next thing on the list, which is going to be the C tier races in the Forge, which is going to be the orc and the dwarf. Those are 7 and 8% chances, heavy 10% stamina, 10% movement speed, 10% physical damage, 10% health, and 10% size. That's gonna be for the orc. And then for the dwarf, you're going to have minus 20 height, minus 5 movement speed, 15% mining damage, 5% better forge critical mining, 20% chance to deal 50% damage to rocks. So kind of overpowered. So yeah, a little bit better. Obviously, we're making our way up the ranks. We're not insanely good quite yet, but we are getting somewhere with this. So I want to show you before I continue on too much further. I want to try to roll a couple just to see what I get. Let's re-roll this because, you know, human's not that good. You're probably gonna get human pretty much every time though. Okay, we got shadow this time, which I believe is, yeah, it's a little bit above dwarf. So shadow, 15% movement speed, 9 attack speed, 10% stamina. So yeah, this is better by just a bit. So once we get to level 100, we'll unlock that, which will be nice. All right, we're gonna re-roll again, but let's go ahead and talk about the next best one. The next best is going to be the B tier. So this is where you're starting to get up there in the ranks, and that is going to be shadow and undead. We just looked at shadow a second ago. Oh well, we got dragonborn. That's a 1.5% chance. That's actually kind of crazy. So we have the undead and the shadow. These have their own abilities. We already went over the shadow, and they're just decent abilities. I mean, undead is minus 12% health, but you also reflect 10% of the damage taken, and it also refills 50% of your health when you're about to die. It's going to heal you, so it's pretty good. Now we're going to talk about the A tier. Now this is where we're kind of getting into the better ones that are actually good. So we're going to have the dragonborn, which is actually the one that I just got, and this is going to give you 20% max HP, 10% height, sharp fangs, 12% physical damage, 40% chance to burn every enemy and deal 30% of weapons damage per second for 3 seconds. Then the next one is going to be the minotaur, or I think that's how you say it. That's going to be the beast and that's going to give you 20% health, minus 10% movement speed, and minus 10% stamina, but 10% height, 10% width, and depth. You're also going to have 50% health, or while you're under 50% health, active rage mode, which increases movement speed and physical damage by 30%. So pretty good. Then we have the golem, which is going to do 30% health, minus 10% movement speed, 30% size, 15% attack speed, 50% chance to lower incoming damage by 25%. Then at the last in the A tier is going to be the goblin. The goblin is pretty good. Minus 15% health, minus 15% size, plus 15% movement speed, plus 10 attack speed with daggers, and then also a 12% discount when shopping. So if you get this one, it's actually pretty good because you're going to get stuff for cheaper than you usually would. So you're going to get 12% discount, which is pretty good. And personally, I'd recommend going ahead and doing that. All right, and then we're going to get to the S tier category. So this is going to be the very best race inside of the game. So starting out, we have the angel, which is a minus 20% dash cooldown, 50% dash distance, 50% longer dash, 20% movement speed, 20% jump boost, and 20% stamina. Now, the other ability it has is 25% luck boost, which is kind of overpowered. Smite, so 50% chance to call smite on hit for 30% physical damage, and then Holy Land, which is infinite stamina while below 30% health, or Holy Hand, not Holy Land. Then we have Demon demon, which is going to give you 20% movement speed, 20% attack speed, 20% physical damage, 20% fire damage, 30% height, 10% width and depth. Then you have backfire, which is going to be 25% chance to burn enemy when damage is taken. It's going to deal 15% damage. It's going to dash to teleport with hellfire particles, and 20% chance to create a fire circle, dealing 50% damage. So basically, yeah, it's insane. The demon and angel classes are the best and the most insane. So if you want to know a quick way to go ahead and get some more rerolls, obviously you can enter my giveaway, but that does end eventually soon. So you can get more rerolls by simply going up to the code thing right here, typing in the code PEAK, which is a brand new code that just came out. I believe it's actually PEAK like this. I am recording this video a day early, so the code won't work in this server, but you have that, and then you have 400k like that. And then tomorrow you'll probably also have 500k working like that, because I did hit 500k, and they'll probably hit 1 million tomorrow. I'm gonna be completely honest. So, or today, I guess, when you're watching this video. So yeah, there are some pretty good races out there. Personally, if I were to do it, I would, especially if you're starting out, if you only have a couple rerolls, aim for Goblin, Dwarf, Shadow, any of these, like this section right here, especially if you don't have a lot of them. But then if you know you can just keep spinning for a while, just go for these. Obviously, go for the top because they're the best, and they're going to be worth your investment the most out of pretty much any other thing you could do. So yeah, that is the best races inside of the Forge on Roblox. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. We are on the road to 20,000 subscribers, so if you guys